Good evening. I'm attorney Mike Temple and you're watching Crossing Borders. Stay with me for the next half hour as we talk about life overseas while we link Filipino communities here and abroad. We Filipinos are big sports fans. We like boxing, basketball, and billiards, etc. Not only that, we're good at them. But what about rugby? Not many Filipinos know about this game, but that's already changing. Thanks to the Philippine National Rugby Union team, the Volcanoes. The team did us proud after beating India in the Division II Championship of the Asian Five Nations Rugby. It's a fantastic finish for the team, which has been unbeaten for 3 years in Asian Rugby Football Union. Now joining us in the studio tonight to talk about their success and what's ahead for them are Kit Guerra, Kenny Stern, John Odulio, and Rupert Zapia. Zapia? How did I say it? Zapia. That was good. So, how are you guys feeling after the win?
Oh, feel great.
Feel great?
We're still on a high. We're still on a high right now.
Start with you. How did you get into rugby? The sport?
Rugby and sport. Well, in Australia, I used to play rugby league. It's like the brother, pretty much, of rugby. And well, I didn't really like class so much, and at school, the school team needed rugby players.
Right.
So anything that got me out of class, I was there. So, and then I ended up liking the sport. So.
How about you, John?
Oh, funny thing, because here in the Philippines, back then, rugby's not really that big.
Right.
So my friend, he got me into rugby. His name is Stephen Chase. So I've just been playing rugby for a good 2 years now. So I'm just still starting, but you know, I'm learning really fast, and you know, I adapted really quick. I'm athletic, fast, so you know, I never look back.
That's great. How about you?
I'm from the U.S., so back in the U.S. we played gridiron American football, and our football coach was a rugby coach as well, so he made all of us play during the off-season rugby. So I just got into it, started loving it, and then came out to the Philippines and joined up the team here.
And you?
I started off here in international school in Manila. Actually, I was a freshman, and the senior asked me to try out for the team. First tackle, I just loved it. Switched from soccer and track and field all the way to rugby.
Now, how many guys in the team, the core guys?
There's 24 of us on the team now.
Where are the other 20 guys?
They've all left.
Yeah, back in Australia, in the U.S., UK.
Okay, and how does it, you know, just for everybody, how does rugby work for those people who don't know how the sport is played?
Okay, there's like 3 different sets of types of rugby games. There's 15s, 10s, and 7s.
And these are the number of players?
Yes, these are the number of players which is inside the field. So 7s is much more of a up-paced game. 15s is much more of a, you know, very like more of a tackling, much more physical game.
Because there's more players in the field.
Players in the field. So our team that was sent to India this year, this was the 15s team. So, yeah.
Now, the one on the screen right now, is that a 15s or 7s?
Yeah,
It's 15s.
Where is that?
That's Nomads.
Nomads, Paranaque.
That's Nomads Paranaque.
Yeah.
Now, how does it feel to, I mean, that high, you know, every year you've been winning for the past 3 years. Do you guys feel the pressure of, you know, you guys are number 1 for the past 3 years, so every year do you feel the pressure of, oh, we got to win again, or you guys just go out and have fun?
Oh, I think you play better when you have fun, and when we're all together, that's all we do pretty much is have fun.
We just joke around, yeah.
But we know when to get serious, and like we just gel so well together. Like we've been playing rugby with each other for years, but really we just like meet up a few months or weeks ahead.
Yeah, you know, you guys talk to me about the tournaments, upcoming tournaments.
Yeah, we have Shanghai in September, Borneo in October, Asian Games in November, and then Hong Kong Sevens in March, and then next year we'll be in the Asian Five Nations Division 1.
And that's the Philippine national team, right?
That's the Philippine national sevens team. That's a whole Asian circuit that we're going to be doing, which is all qualifiers for things like the Olympics in 2016 and Hong Kong Sevens and Asian Games. So that's all sevens.
Now, okay, how do you guys stay fit? For the kids that are starting to, you know, get into sports and rugby, like, what do you guys do?
We stay fit in different ways. I mean, a lot of players, they don't really work out. They just, you know, They just train for rugby.
Right.
Other players go to the gym, you know, they work out 5-6 times a week and do that. We do everything preparation before we actually train for rugby.
Yeah. What would be your advice to the kids that want to get on a team or in a national team? Your words
training,
of
there's a bunch of camps going on now in the Philippines. There's a development team out here. Where people who are local around here can train with national players like Kit and John, in weekly things. So they should get involved with that.
This is an ultra in Pasig.
Okay. Oh, you guys playing ultra?
We have a development team for the local Filipinos who wants to learn rugby and play rugby. So they actually have an opportunity to represent the Philippines if they get picked for the national development team to travel to Kota Kinabalu, right?
Yeah, to travel.
So this is in Pasig, so it's every
Wednesday at Pasig, and then we also train on Saturdays at Nomads.
Now, how do you see the rugby sport in the Philippines in the next coming generations? Because do you foresee more half Filipino, half foreign-born players, or do you see an influx of local players?
Yeah, I see a good potential in rugby in the Philippines because some of the Filipinos they're really into MMA and all that stuff. Right. So same fitness in rugby as well. Like you got to be really, really fit, and you have to you know how to take a hit and all that. So I see a good potential.
Yeah, we've done some training with the orphanages in the Philippines. So going out and training with them, and they've been training for some months now and even some years, and some of them are actually pretty good.
Right.
They're just a bit small, so tell them to start eating, start lifting weights and getting bigger, because it's just easier when you're half Filipino, half say American or Australian, just a bit bigger by genetics. But the local Filipinos, they have a lot of skill, and that's important for the game. So I think they'll be good in the next couple of years.
In the national team, right? Do you actually are you confined to that team, or you can play in other teams? Do you have a contract with them?
When you try out for the national team and you make the team itself, and you actually play a game with the national team, set by IRB, which is the organization ruling all rugby, international rugby, you're stuck with that team. So you have to play for your country. You can't really change.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop you from playing pro in, say, other clubs. A lot of the boys back in Australia, they're playing pro in Australia right now, and they just come every few months to play with the Philippines internationally.
Yeah. Going back to what you mentioned a while ago, that you guys played with some orphanages and you did some outreach. Do you have other outreach programs that you do, or other orphanages that you go to, or was that a one-time thing?
No, it's not a one-time thing. It's actually, we're really training the orphans to play rugby. Actually, in our local team, because we have a local team in Alabang Eagles, we actually have players that's orphans before from Don Bosco, and now they're playing with us. So we're trying to develop, the skills of these kids, and make them, aspire for something.
This is in your own time, or are you guys paid to
That's our own time.
Yeah, we enjoy doing it.
Sounds
it's
great.
just an honor to represent your own country.
Yeah, they really look up to you. It's a big honor for us.
Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts about what you guys are doing? What you're gonna do in the next 5 years? Go pro or what? Or
First step is Asian Games. I think we'll place well in Asian Games. Hopefully, get a medal. Next up, keep winning every year. World Cup qualifiers are only 2 years away. Qualify for World Cup, and then Olympics are after that. So I think the current age right now is about 22 for our team's average. So we're a young team. We're all fired up and ready to go every year. So
why do you think you guys keep winning for the past 3 years?
You
guys are just bigger than everyone else, or
we're actually the smallest.
Yeah.
Really?
Indians were so big.
Yeah. I think
so. What is it? Speed. It's the
experience,
the drive, the heart,
chemistry. I think just team chemistry.
Never give up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so last words. For the kids that want to get into the sport.
If you want to get into the sport, just live a healthy lifestyle, keep fit, and stay away from
drugs and alcohol.
And
just follow
sleep
your
early.
dreams.
Sleep early as well.
Sleep early.
Yeah.
And eat a lot.
Eat
right?
a lot.
Get big.
Keep hydrated.
Don't ever give up.
And
Don't
be
give
dedicated.
up. Dedicated.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
Again, congratulations for winning. Hope you guys keep the train rolling and keep winning.
Yeah, thank you.